The Inti Punku Inca Sun Gate. Hi, this is Brian Forster with another Hidden Inca Tours video, and what you're looking at is a gate, clearly, or actually two gates located 1 hour's drive south of Cusco, Peru, and it is an Inca construction. It was built as a defense to protect Cusco from invasion from the south, especially from the somewhat barbaric tribes of Lake Titicaca. So what you can see, there are two openings. One was for leaving Cusco, and the other was for entering Cusco. It was fortified, and it was also occupied not only by the military to control who came in and out of Cusco, but also there were medical personnel located at this location to make sure that disease did not enter Cusco. This was a very clever move by the Inca people to keep those living in the capital city safe from contagious disease. And there are other locations in Peru, including a site near Paracas called Tambo, Colorado, which also was a military, royal, and medical checkpoint. This, of course, is my new quadcopter Huiracocha, a much smaller version than the bigger Pachacutec, but an incredibly nimble craft. And as he slowly moves towards one of the gate openings, you'll see megalithic work. Now that megalithic wall, as well as one other, was discovered by the Inca when they first approached Cusco approximately 1,000 years ago. And this is typical of Inca sacred and strategic sites, is that in general, the Inca would find a megalithic construction that was damaged by some cataclysmic event thousands of years ago, and they would build on top and around the same location. As we zoom in with Huiracocha, you see the Inca period steps, used obviously for climbing the terraces, and then there is also a water channel on top, which was a very ingenious Inca construction. The Inca were masters at moving water around, and in this case, they were moving water from a high lake down and into the Cusco Valley. Very brilliant people. Of course, there would be planks made of wood across the gap in order to move that water. And here again, we see more of the Inca construction as well as the major steps. And once again, you see the water channel, and of course this site was reconstructed in the 20th century. It had been in ruins since the awful Spanish conquistadors arrived in the 16th century. But the Ministry of Culture of Peru does a quite brilliant job at reconstructing the ancient sites, not simply Machu Picchu, but even sites an hour out of Cusco like this one. And so here we have a final view of the Inca Sun Gate called the Inti Punku. Another place of interest, which is even farther south, about 2 hours or 1 hour and 45 minutes outside of Cusco, is this agricultural complex built by the Inca called Tipong. And it's very well worth visiting if you are in the Cusco area. Don't simply go and see Machu Picchu and perhaps Ollantaytambo, but take full advantage of your time in the Cusco area and see as much as you can. Tipong is built on the top of a mountain and again is a brilliant example of Inca primitive but still profound technology. It would have taken thousands upon thousands of man-hours to construct it, a testimony to a brilliant South American culture. And so here are some upcoming tours you can join. In November, with Robert Boval, we visit Tipong and the Sun Gate and Machu Picchu, etc. In January, we explore Mexico, the Maya, the Olmec and Toltec and Aztec cultures. In March, Egypt. This is the best tour of its kind of Egypt, I promise you. And then in June, the Inti Raymi Inca celebration. Well worth seeing. And related books on Amazon.com by me. Lost Ancient Technology of Peru and Bolivia shows you the megalithic work and the Inca work. My book about Machu Picchu, which is a virtual guide. Aftershock, the Ancient Cataclysm, which shows you the damage that happened to these ancient megalithic sites in Peru, Egypt, and beyond, and elongated skulls of Peru and Bolivia. The largest elongated skulls in the world are found in Peru.